What's up everybody and welcome back to Fallout 4 No Guns, No Kills. Life is still precious and today you are joining me back at Sanctuary and I'm meeting up with Preston Garvey.
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Anything else?
No, nothing.
No problem.
Oh, things are just wonderful here back at Sanctuary. Anyway, back at the Institute I have a few holotapes to search for. Alright, I just added the encrypted message. So that's the message Tinker Tom gave me. Plug this into any Institute terminal and copy the message. I won't be reading any of this, TT out. Alright, copied the message. And today we are going to be saving a bunch of sins, hopefully. Alright. Oh, Patriot already replied. So, Patriot seems to be our hidden agent inside the Institute.
Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
I'll be honest,
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
I really thought he would look a little bit more like an agent.
Your message was only one word. Friend.
The railroad sent me to look for someone they called...
What? And they gave
Yep, the railroad. Alright, so I highly doubt Liam is gonna say anything quite interesting. But the short version is Liam saved a bunch of robots, so now he's on our side. Cauterizer, I'll be having that.
You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right.
It's not that bad.
You look positively normal to me.
Honestly, since I started the game, there are a bunch of gardens in Fallout 4 right now.
I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live.
All you really need are a bunch of crops.
You know?
And water purifiers. So many
It's okay,
water
Z1.
purifiers.
She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Also, why are we meeting in such a public space? I mean,
Liam.
we're kind of in a corner, but anybody could be listening in right now.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
And the game is still bugging out, so would you please give me the dialogue option?
How do I know we can trust you?
I got a bathrobe on. That's reason enough to trust me.
Because the members of the railroad have
Charisma
dedicated
14.
their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, Z1. She's
If you
from the
can't
surface.
trust my fancy bathrobe, I suppose you will trust my charisma skill.
Sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, Z1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
13? That's so many. Oh my. It's one more than 12. I don't know if I can handle that.
Controlled by
A
cutting.
dozen will be fine, but 13? You're pushing it, man. You're really
Of course,
pushing it.
With some persuade. Problem is, but if you could get...
I'll find it for you.
That's great. The CIT rule. Ask your friends.
Honestly, that's pretty much how all the dialogues in Fallout 4 work. I am going to... Hey, you got... I'll just find it for you.
After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out. Where is the Institute? We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and
You
out.
don't say.
It could be anywhere. What did she find out? I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this. The ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done.
You have no problem with the fact that last time I told you I would side with the Brotherhood of Steel, right?
His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need write up a full report.
Carrington wants to talk.
Right up. We need job done.
You from one of the...
Alright. But first, I gotta check in with Virgil. I wanna see if he turned into a human. And wouldn't you believe?
Needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
Success indeed.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab, or help yourself to any of this junk, if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
So, Virgil, do you have any remaining side effects from being a super mutant? Like, can you Bruce Banner into a super mutant and be the Hulk, or are you still strong? Are you immune to radioactivity? I have so many questions. I mean, Bethesda literally took the lore of super mutants and did whatever to it. Now they can change back to humans, at least in this one case. That's fine. They took one and he turned back into a human. But honestly, if this is the payoff, they should have let him be a mutant.
To rescue everyone, but since we'll have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people. Yes. Even if but we should be prepared.
All people
Have
will be
charisma
free.
14.
They just need the opportunity to take it.
If the railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. You will give my people an opportunity. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment.
Alright, so that now that is done, I think we can move on to the next part of the quest. So,
Get me
back
what
with
we talked
Liam.
about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming. Even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation.
That's a
Are you
fair
okay if
question.
we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's
Spoken
life
like a
over
true
this.
pacifist. I'm pretty sure nothing's bad gonna happen to him.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could
Honestly,
unravel.
I'd be hard-pressed to find 13 people in my life I can trust in general. Let alone artificial people. Alright, so I suppose I could just give it to him right now. Or should I keep it?
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Oh no, is it? Okay, fair enough. I can believe that under the pretense of this being a somewhat secret mission, that the supposed mother or father is actually going to be less conspicuous than any other person. Sure, why not?
See one?
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join
Oh,
us. But
so now we
we'll
have a
fight
moral
and die
dilemma.
very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crew.
So Liam is obviously a member of the Institute, and he has family there.
Ingredients.
And if the Sins escape, not only would that be bad for them,
I
but
have weapons I could give.
now the Sins might actually start using weapons. So Liam actually is caught in a complete moral dilemma. That's nice, I liked it. That's good writing. It's only taken like 20 episodes for me to say something nice about the writing of Fallout 4, but this is a legitimately good scene.
One of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates, and they haven't been moved yet. Thanks to Mr. Benet, the construction crew is populated solely. How do you feel about?
Oh boy. I suppose I'll figure out some form of cheat to get all these guys out of my way.
I'll do it.
Thank God I can
If
still
it's
pacify
necessary.
people.
We could come up with. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnel. To the SRB, it will be a tragic, and then our dead friend.
Okay, short version. You escape. Make it look like accident. Let's press X. Continue. So, what have we done? Do I follow just the green line, or... Well, never mind all of that. I'll just have my time here. So, I'll be selling that. And... Goodbye, all the water I still have. And that should clear you out. Good. So, now that I'm still here, I might as well... You know what? I didn't steal the Brotherhood supplies, just to be honest. I didn't lockpick myself in, I didn't steal the stuff, but I did buy a bunch of guns right now. And wouldn't you believe I also bought a bunch of clothing? Just look at Sanctuary right now.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll get back to saving the Terminators and whatnot, but for a brief moment, Sanctuary is looking damn neat.
Nice day today.
I mean, in a few years, this is gonna give Good Neighbor a run for its money for sure. Okay, what else can I place in here? So, you guys got some RPGs, hunting rifles, pipe pistols, all the good stuff and the bad stuff. Yeah, that should be enough. So, I don't think you'll need any more guns. Now, let's speed things up a little bit and see what we can do about these guards. So, all the guards are there. I suppose you are the synths that are on my side. Alright, so much for that. I've already aggroed them. Oh, one surrendered, one surrendered. Okay, my friends, they got batons and sticks and nothing. Oh, she has a knife. Well, at the very least, you can surrender. Still shooting. Oh, he just went down. Oh, thank God, he's essential. Just strip down all the armor. Can I give you some armor pieces? No, I can't. Okay, let's make things even quicker because this is taking forever.
Yeah.
So, I'll just quickly strip you of all your possessions. Thank you very much. Now, go fight for my side. If you think this looks chaotic in sped up motion, you have no idea how chaotic it looks in actual, real motion. I'm just happy this is all done. Hold up. Just to be sure again. Alright, I don't think I really have new kills right now, but this one guard needs to go down. So, by any chance, would you mind hitting one of these two instead of me?
Reverting to close quarters combat.
Yo, guard. Bathroom. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. I can use that. Come on, come on. Ah, thank God he's taking shots.
Employing melee.
Alright, one more stab. I don't have to finish this guy, right?
Need to terminate you in self-defense.
Why? No. No.
You are damaging valuable institute
No.
property.
The goddamn people I was trying to save have just turned hostile against me! But I haven't failed a crest, right? I mean, I'll just use the elevator and they'll go back to caution and into hidden and hey, Z1. You... Hold up, did you even use any of the weapons I gave you?
You have done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
Any news about
Good. Right now I want to avoid everybody because the last 2 hours of my life
as long as I can. But he's angry.
couldn't have
You should
been
avoid
wasted
him
in
if
worse
you
ways.
can, if he had any idea.
But hey, not guilty.
Weapons made quickly.
We will. Every hour we wait. For now.
I don't feel any
Please
supposed
continue
guilt over the
working with
fact that I
Father. My
gave
people
them
are ready.
weapons.
So-
Nope, because they didn't even use them anyway. But to honor the fallen, I'll just erect a few more chairs. Some lovely, comfortable looking red couch cushion chairs. So these should suffice. Man, I'll be honest, a lot more guards went down than I actually wanted them to go down. But there's another time for morning. Right now, I have to talk to Proctor Ingram again, because we are still trying to actually finish the construction of Liberty Prime, and there are a few more steps until we can actually put him into mode. So, Proctor, you wouldn't believe the type of day I had. So first I was at the Institute, and then this one dude, he wanted to escape and whatnot, and I had to get a bunch of guns for them.
Ingram?
You might have actually noticed me sneaking in and buying a bunch of guns and getting them back there.
Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready.
Interesting, but get this.
It's getting difficult to explain to the system why
The people I was trying to save, they all turned hostile against me, and I don't know why.
We'll have his arms and legs installed.
I don't think I've hit anybody,
which brings
right?
me to your next assignment. It won't be long
Oh,
before
I might
Prime
have
can walk
accidentally
the talk.
told one to surrender.
Last
And sometimes
important
that causes them to go
element,
hostile.
his nukes.
God, why the last
His
enemy though?
offensive systems aren't
What a wasted
operating
effort.
at capacity.
I don't care about Liberty Prime.
Martin picks them up.
Just wasted 2 more hours.
I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted
Damn.
with Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting
so
teams
we need
haven't
nukes,
located
right?
a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem.
Most
Without a
casual looking
fully loaded
Piper
nuke
of all
pad,
time.
Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Great. That's just great.
Well, hang on a second. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage.
Yay, I love the glowing
We're
sea. I wish this
fairly
game would do
certain
more
this
things with the
included a
glowing sea.
stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that
Honestly, the entire
installation
glowing
is
sea
located
area
somewhere
sort
within the
of kind of
glowing
feels
sea.
like a DLC to be completely honest.
What do you mean you're only fairly certain? Are they in there or not?
The glowing sea is so heavily irradiated, it's giving us echoed readings and false positives.
Well,
We're just gonna
I'll be
have to
doing
trust
just
the
that.
records
Should I
of
bring
this
my
one.
power armor
Scribe
or
Abrams
should I
established
bring a
a
hazmat suit?
communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea.
I suppose in
suggest you head
tight
out there
corners the
first
hazmat
and
suit
establish
might
a signal
actually be
protocol
of
with her
more
so that the nukes
use.
can be airlifted out once you've located them.
So that's a thing.
Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Whoa, 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 hold up, what's going on here in this settlement? Okay, turn on the light. You're all standing in mud fruits, I can barely see. Hold on, what?
Look, if you're a synth, you'd better admit it. I can help you.
I swear, I'm not a synth. You've got to believe.
Well, good enough for me. That's all I need to hear.
Let him go. He's not a synth.
My God. Thank you.
We're good then, right?
Well, okay. But I'm keeping my
So
eye
there was that.
on it. Just leave him
Unnamed
alone,
settler
will
number
you?
1 and unnamed settler number 2. You just get along now? Okay. Well, I didn't think it would be that easy. Also, why does my character actually believe this person?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
I'm surprised you've survived over there without my help.
Now that the Pridwin's here, we don't really need
Oh,
you
fine,
anymore.
I'll be going
We've
then.
had the
Skyrim's
occasional
coming out
super
anyway.
attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
Okay, fine. I'll do your stupid bullshit quest line.
What about those feral ghouls? Are they still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal, not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small
We
talk,
could
so get
actually
right to
be
it.
looking
I've had the
for a
men set up the
cure, you
equipment
know,
we'll need
turning
in
ghouls
once
into
we found
humans,
bombs.
turning mutants
We've
into
rigged up this
humans.
distress pulsar to emit a unique
Nah, let's
tone that
bomb
will
the
be
shit
listening.
out of it. Drop
You find
all the
bombs,
nukes.
Plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably
Honestly, could
head
the
back
Brotherhood
to
of
Dr.
Steel
Ringwell.
even
Bring your
have the
report.
capabilities of turning super mutants into humans, even if they wanted to?
I hope this plan works.
Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
So now that that's out of the way, I suppose I can now head into the glowing sea. And wouldn't you believe, just to make things a little bit more challenging for myself, I didn't bring power armor. Because what can go wrong, right? And who knows, I might actually stumble across a piece of power armor. And if it's good, why not take it? And we finally made it to the Sentinel side. Just sneak in. And let's see how long before we can clear this mission off the list too. Okay, through the vault, and nothing too important here, so I might as well just speed things up a little bit. And because there is no radiation, I might as well slip back into my bathrobe. And down there. Oh, that's the first one. Okay, now I gotta run. Now I gotta run again. Let's see. Okay, they are busy with one of them. Okay, now they're chasing me back again through the tunnels. This really is not the best type of map to be stuck in and be attacked by about 10 ghouls. Alright. So the legendary enemy they were busy fighting didn't even drop something that good. So I ran back pretty much for nothing. Now, back again. There are three. Oh god, 3 more. Okay. Okay, through the tunnel here. Across the Mulwood corpse, and I think I should be clear now. God damn it, he's just asleep. Sigh. Alright. Now this looks definitely like a nuke stockpile. So I suppose a bunch of Brotherhood of Steel members are gonna arrive here now, alright? And I definitely couldn't bring them with me here? I couldn't? Okay, sure, let's do every mission alone then.
Proctor.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Absolutely.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
All right, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended.
Oh, don't tell me I have to do another quest.
Chinese invaders.
Alright. So you didn't hear the bit about the core not working properly.
Across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit,
I don't know, he's not enough, sure.
Be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself.
A medic pump.
I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
I didn't get anything for you.
Oh, sure you did. It's that big metal behemoth standing over there. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you
And
were done
that's
here.
Liberty
And
Reprime.
thank
Now
you,
what
Knight.
wanted Maxson to
Without you,
talk
none
to
of
me?
this would have been possible.
I'm confused.
Elder Maxson?
Also a little bit
Is there
tired.
anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully convenient. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL, disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I don't know, that's a little bit rash. That's pretty much like saying if you're werewolves and a vampire is fighting on your side.
You're not willing to let off one innocent man?
Absolutely not. My decision is final.
Because otherwise this quest would be already
I'm not blind to
over.
the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an
Mentor? Wait, what?
But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Look, I'm gonna save Dads, but we have to make one thing clear. That dude was not my mentor. I did like 2 quests, which happened, what, 15 episodes ago? By that logic, the other 2 Brotherhood members are my mentors too. By that logic, Preston is my mentor. Now where was
What I have to say, I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on.
You seem
earned
like
my
someone who's
admiration,
more
my
fitted for this
respect,
type of quest.
and my friendship. I don't care
But
what
would you
Quinlan's
call him your
report
mentor?
says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
Honestly, it would be really funny if Danse sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then we could all be like, oh,
Why
so
are
he's
you
a
telling me
Sith.
all this?
Wouldn't have thought that.
Someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you.
See? I wouldn't do anything like that.
The Brotherhood, but as a human being, give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
What we have to do is not follow orders given to us by a lunatic.
Says the woman wearing a bathrobe.
Alright, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
So with that out of the way, let's fast travel to Listening Post Bravo.
He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Aww, so sad.
I don't understand what's going on, Danse.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
Kind of. I don't know.
But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the
Look,
fact.
you
that
don't
this
be
must
ridiculous.
difficult
I
for
have
you.
charisma
I
15
wish
at this
Maxon
point.
had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world.
I have a robot butler,
humanity
and last time I checked, he was defending all my
not
settlements.
the exception.
Oh,
I can't tell if
Danse.
that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready
That's
to accept the
illogical, even for a
consequences of my
machine.
true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Well, he just logicked himself to death.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right
We
thing
both
to do.
know Bethesda
If you
cut out that
refuse to
quest.
follow Maxon's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
Is there another way out? Yes,
No.
it's called mods.
I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
Charisma 15, that's pretty much why. Also, Maxon's wrong. Look, I'm not gonna fall for the
Maxon's
losing
wrong.
your friend
You're
option,
a
alright?
synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Well, now that we have that
there's
down.
that little problem to deal with.
Actually, I might have a solution. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxim will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
And that's how we get Dan's holotags. Without even killing him. Ooh, and Dan's apparently loved it. And what did he leave me behind? Pretty much nothing. Ooh, grape mantids. I love grapes. In fact, I'm having grapes right now. What a weird coincidence. Right, I forgot to tell him about the enemies I ran by. Never mind.
Hey.
Hold up, were these protections hostile against Danse? I thought he programmed them.
Going up.
And in a minute he should spawn inside the elevator.
You in a moment. Knight, why is this?
Ooh, apparently Maxon has already arrived. Finding us. That's a pretty good question. How did you find
not a
us?
thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. an automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human
Proctor
life
Ingram
and
has robot
corrupted it
legs.
beyond measure.
So that kind of defeats the argument already.
Our name. How can you say that about?
You're the
Also, how
physical
did you find
embodiment
us?
Of what we hate most.
Alright,
Technology
Brotherhood. I
that's
suppose
gone
he could have just
too
tracked us.
far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Look, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. At the end of the day, Danse is just a dude. It's not like he's a nuke.
As you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word
Look,
of a
Max,
machine
if you have a
that thinks
problem
it's
with
alive?
me keeping a synth, I don't know what you think if I'm gonna tell you I have a super mutant as a best friend.
Its very soul manufactured. Those
Not only that, I
idiots
also have
that
those
it's striving
virtuals,
to champion aren't even
so...
its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines.
Look, Max, we're not gonna listen to your
And some of
intolerant
my
hate
memories aren't
speech.
my own. But when I saw my brothers
Danse
dying,
is a free elf.
I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride.
Damn right,
And when
you're
I heard
proud.
your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope.
Hope?
Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely
Hold up, your name is
nothing
Arthur?
to betray your trust.
How on the
And I
nose
never
is
will.
that?
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best.
No, you
convinced
did
me
your
that I was
best.
wrong
I
and
still
ashamed
have
of my true identity. And I
charisma
thank you for it.
15.
Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching.
Because before this conversation, I got super baked.
The choice is yours.
Look, first off, listen to me, you fuck.
If he dies, what happens to me?
Given the circumstances, I'd be willing to overlook this lapse in judgment. The fact that Dance's true nature was hidden from you isn't your fault. Now make your decision, or I will.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
So, first I'm gonna charisma 15 you,
If I've
then
earned
I'm gonna
any
tell
of your
you
trust
the
or
Minuteman,
respect while I
and
serve
what
with
are they
the
called
Brotherhood,
again?
then I'd gladly trade
There we
to
go,
keep
the
Danse
railroad.
alive.
These losers, they're going
This
down.
machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse.
Yup.
Allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive.
Yup.
Which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead.
Hooray! Political cover-ups!
And slain by this Brotherhood Knight. And your remains were incinerated.
And
This
then we
day
dump the
forward,
ashes into the
You
water.
are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
Oh no, I suppose I can't
Thank you
bring
for
Danse
believing in
back to the
Don't
Pridwin, right?
mistake my mercy for acceptance.
That's
The only
such a
reason you're still
terrible
alive
thing.
is because of her. I'm returning to the Pridwin.
Hold
Knight.
up, I have a
Take some
settlement
time.
right next to the beach,
Say your
right?
goodbyes.
And North Haven
And then
Beach
I
pretty much
expect to see
is right next to the Pridwin.
still have the
I
Institute
think just
to
for
deal
fun, I'm gonna place Danse there later. So, I suppose... Oh, Danse is a great day today. You love all the things I'm doing right now. So, I suppose you should stay.
I've decided to stay here.
Perfect.
I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone.
I'll be damned if you tag
better get back
along.
to the Pridwin.
Nope, I'm gonna put you to work, buddy. I have grapes, I have corn, I have mute fruits, I have all this shit that needs to be growing. And I'm gonna make sure you're gonna take care of that problem for me.
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Pridwin, at the police station, or at the airport, not only would I be killed, I'd undermine his authority. I won't.
Don't you undermine my authority.
Take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
Perfect.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
And with that out of the way, let's call it a part here and say thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time with Fallout 4. No guns, no kills. Life is still precious.
Hey.
Thanks and goodbye.
You're making the Brotherhood